What Juicy say? He be like, shut the fuck up!
Yeah. Big rings, 2 of those. Super Bowl, yeah. Lot of money, lot of hoes. Lot of money, yeah. Big 40 nigga play with me. Feeling like I won an AOC. Land truck to get from A to B. Still winning what they hate to see. Yeah. Woo. Got the 40 on the stage with me. Never lack a nigga wait and see. Never lack a nigga play and see.
Brew Crew, what's happening? It's your boy Mikey B. Welcome back to Brew Music Monday. I haven't seen y'all in a while. Man, I haven't talked to y'all in a while either. It's been a very, very busy past couple weeks for myself. We just gonna hit a few highlights of what's been going on. Been planning this Brew Crew brunch. Taking up a lot more time than I expected to take up. But nevertheless, I'm trying to create something absolutely perfect for you all that were invited. I can't wait. And secondly, what else? Did New York for a weekend with Thursday through Sunday. Absolutely phenomenal. Had a great time. New York always shows love. Shout out to Evil Twin. They had their stout collaboration with Side Project release. Got to score me a set of those bottles. I'm extremely happy about those. You'll see those later in the year, though, when it comes time for 30 Days of Stouts. And I probably will do 3 of those in a day just to do like a side-by-side comparison. Just a little something different for 30 Days of Stout. So I'm ready for that, too. So November can't get here fast enough, right? And then got to see the legend, the queen, Anita Baker. If you know, you know, which most of you should know. Got to see her perform live. It was absolutely phenomenal. She sounds just as good as she did however long ago she recorded those records. And what the young kids say, her microphone was on. God damn it. She was going in. And we just had an absolute amazing time. Spent a lot of money on food, Ubers as well, Ubers and Lyfts. I'm just not the type to take public transportation anymore. Like it's weird because I grew up on public transportation. Shout out Marta. Like living here in Atlanta, all the way throughout elementary, middle school, high school, even when I came back from the military and like visit, I was always on Marta, you know, and just taking the trains and the buses everywhere I needed to go. And now it's just like, nah, bro, we gonna drive, and whatever it costs to park, we just gonna pay for it, you know. But everybody knows in New York, you just either take the train or you walk. But we took Ubers and Lyfts. Like, that's just what we did. Very expensive, by the way. And I had a really, really nice dinner at this place called Clover Hill. It is in Brooklyn. And it's a Michelin star restaurant. The first black executive chef to get a Michelin star for his menu and however they, you know, put that together. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but it was a 10-course meal, 8 courses, and then you had like 2 dessert courses, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was my first time. We had a 2019 Syrah, and that's a wine for those that don't know, and it was absolutely great. Paired well with quite a few of the dishes that we had, and it was great. You know, make sure if you do go, make sure it's a payday weekend, because let me tell you, that bill was something different. Okay. But you pay for experiences, you know, and you just pay for that, the love and the love that those chefs and executive chefs has for their craft. Like, that's what you're paying for. You know, the staff was absolutely phenomenal. That there was not a question that they could not answer. And me, I'm the type, when I go out, I like to try to ask those kind of weird and odd off the wall questions to our servers and staff. Just, I mean, not trying to be difficult, just trying to, you know, make sure they know their shit. That's all. Because when somebody comes to me about beer or, you know, podcasting or, you know, YouTube and social media, I know my shit. So it's like, I wouldn't mind if anybody tried to test me on it, because it's just like, I know what I'm talking about, right? and they definitely knew exactly what they were talking about. And it was a phenomenal time. Like, I would definitely do it again. New York, anytime for a weekend is fine with me. Now, living there, that's a whole nother subject we're not going to touch on right now. But we're going to go ahead and jump into what we came here to do this week, Brew Crew. Super excited to be back for Brew Music Monday. So we're going to dive right into our beer for the week, just so, you know, your boy can get his sip on throughout talking to y'all, right? Cool. So today I have a new one. It's newer, let's say that. I don't even know when this was canned. Shout out to my guy, Wes. Wes always keeps me hooked up with some of the newest stuff, man. I absolutely appreciate you, big dog. This is called Stuffed, and it's a collaboration from Claim 52 and RAR, and this is called Peach Milk, a dessert sour, and absolutely loving the RAR character on there with all this desserts right behind them, and I'm excited to try this. Let's see if they have anything in here. It's coming in at 6.5% ABV, heavily fruited. Of course, you know, they always tell you to roll it up before, you know, you jump into it. So I'm going to let y'all know what's in this bad boy. It's brewed with milk sugar, and it's conditioned on peach puree and vanilla. So, I mean, to me, honestly, it just sounds like a peach milkshake, but we're going to jump in this bad boy and see what we got. Ooh, I always love that. Wow. I was not expecting this color. And maybe I'm a little colorblind, but this is like orange. Like, am I tripping? Is this orange? It's like kind of orangey to me. Like, if you look at, if you're watching this on the YouTube or the Instagram, like, let me know what color y'all think this is. This is orange to me. But of course I get that. Ew. I've never smelled milk before like that, for real. Like, this, it smells like peach milk. More milky than peach, but I'm not going to let that aroma stop me. I'm going to jump in this bad boy. Let's get it. Yeah, that's a peach milkshake, y'all. I just can't get over that color. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it looked like carrot. Like, if you were to just look at this and not know what it was, you swear it's like a carrot drink or a carrot juice. It's basically a peach milkshake, and it tastes great. Like, it really does. If this was just slushed a little bit, like maybe freeze it a little bit and then get it slush, people will absolutely love this. But I am really enjoying this one. It's still very juicy, little tart on the back end. It's thick. Like, that's why I say it's a peach milkshake, because this bad boy is thick. All right. That's what Claim 52 is known for. That's what RAR is known for. So to see them collab on this peach milk is absolutely fire. I knew it was going to be great. So here's to y'all, Claim 52 and RAR. Keep doing the damn thing. I want to see more collabs like this. What's the word I'm looking for? The audience for sour ales and thick sours and things like that is vast. Like, so many people love them, and then a lot of people, this is their introduction to craft beer. Maybe a sour, maybe a heavily fruited sour of some sort, you know. So, like, just keep putting these bad boys out, you know, and I'm gonna keep reviewing them, and I'm gonna keep giving the people what they want. This is absolutely fire. Shout out to Claim 52 and RAR. Again, cheers. Now, Brew Crew, we're going to go ahead and get into our topics for the week. Now, the first topic is something that's been going on for like probably about about 3 weeks now. And it's the writer's strike. And they did it again. They did it again. I think the first writer's strike was like 2007. And now they're on strike again, you know, and it's because of artificial intelligence. It's because of streaming. It's because of, you know, these shows are doing so great and the writers don't think that they're getting the credit that they deserve. I'm not a writer. I'm not like 100% into what the writers are demanding. But from what I hear, it's a lot. You know, they just want their recognition, and you know, I'm with it. You know, give them what they're asking for, because these shows are doing great. Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, Peacock, all these people have writers. Saturday Night Live, all these late night talk shows, they all have writers, and they deserve to be compensated for the great work that they're doing. Like, they make people like Jimmy Fallon, your favorite actor, actress, like they make them look good because of the things that they come up with in these writer rooms. So pay them, give them what they want. I don't even understand why it's been going on this long. You know, I'm not an executive of any sort, but you know, I just don't see the reason why you won't pay your people. Like, why are we even here, right? Why at this point in 2023, we got writers saying, oh, we're not getting enough. Our cut isn't big enough. You know, give it to them. I mean, unless somebody knows more than what I know, let me know. I would love to sit down and talk and like really figure out what's the meaning behind this writer strike. I could easily look it up, but I'm a talkative person. Like, I'd rather talk to somebody that knows exactly what they're saying and exactly what's going on. I'd rather talk to them versus just, you know, Google and read a few articles or anything like that. So let me know, Brew Crew. Like, if y'all know anybody that's well versed in this Writers Association strike, send them my way. I want to talk. Send them my way. All right. So what do we have here? Next is going to be the closing of a brewery that I got to visit probably about 2 years ago now. And it's called Bhramari. It's in Asheville, North Carolina. And it's so surprising that this brewery is closing because they were one of the popular breweries in Asheville. Like, if anybody gave you like their top 5, Bhramari was on that list. Like, and I'm talking about people that really know craft beer. They're like, Bhramari is up there. I personally got to visit that brewery. I got to talk to I think she was probably like the general manager, I believe. And I think I still have the clip. She didn't want to be on camera, but she did let me record our conversation. And yeah, I got what I needed, and it was absolutely great. The food there was good as well. We probably tried about 10 of their beers, took some stouts to go. I reviewed it on my very first 30 days of stouts, and I'm sad to see them go. I wanted to go back to Bhramari, you know, and just kind of see their progression while showcasing my progression as a craft beer media content influencer, whatever you want to call me. But I'm really sad to see them closing. I really want to know what it was for. Now, of course, they don't. Everybody has their speculation, but you know, who really knows? Like, if you're not behind them, if you're not there, like, you don't really know. So stop making up shit. I read a lot of the comments, but I'm just like, stop making up stuff, man. Y'all don't know. But yeah, I mean, hopefully they come back around and, you know, kind of pivot and do something different, kind of like what Orpheus is doing. I do not want to continuously see these breweries close. Like, it's a big deal. Like, these breweries are closing back to back to back. And I want to say honestly and truthfully, we're like a year removed from the pandemic. And a lot of these places still are not back to where they were pre-pandemic. I really hate that. I wish it was something more that I could do. But that's why I put this stuff out here. You know, that's why I do the media and things like that. So y'all can know about these breweries and y'all can come to our city and go to these different cities and hit these breweries so they don't have to close. But all good things come to an end at some point. I just wish it didn't have to be the breweries, right? So shout out to Bhramari. They treated me very well. Brews were good. Food was good as well. Loved the location. I hope y'all bounce back in some other type of way. I'm not sure how, but, you know, cheers to y'all. Now, Brew Crew, one thing about me a lot of people don't know is Excuse me. One thing a lot of people don't know about me is that I volunteer, and I don't volunteer as much as I used to, but volunteer is like one of my big things. And I got some stuff coming on along down the line as far as beer goes. I can't wait to share that tidbit with you all as well. But I volunteer for Move For Grady. This is my 4th year of volunteering for them. And it's pretty much a walk, run, and a bike race, right? And it's to raise money for Grady Hospital. Grady Hospital is one of the oldest hospitals in Atlanta, and they save many lives. And they, you know, you ask some people that's from Atlanta, you know, they not where they need to be. But, you know, you talk to a lot of people that's done walked up out of there when the doctor was like, hey, you know, you may not make it, but, you know, they ended up walking out of there. They love Grady to death. So it's about half and half the people that like or dislike Grady. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about their Move For Grady. Like I said, it's my 4th year volunteering. And what I did this time was I was pretty much a cheerleader, like for the races. For they have a 5K, a 10K walk run, and then they have I hope I'm saying this right. They have a 10-mile bike ride, a 25-mile bike ride, a 50-mile bike ride, a 65-mile bike ride, and a 100-mile bike ride. So this thing started at like 7 in the morning. I think the last bike rider that did the 100 miles came in at like 2 p.m. And it is a blast. Like, it's so much fun. Everything there is free, or if you pay for the packages, you know, to participate, it's included, I would say. But since I'm a volunteer, everything's free. We always get these cool shirts. Waffle House, Chick-fil-A breakfast was there. And then we had I think it was Q's barbecue, and then they had like a build your own burrito bowl type situation. And that's always good. Delta was out there. They sponsored some drinks this year. So we had some beer and wine, which was absolutely awesome. And I'm telling y'all this because A, you need to know about Move For Grady, and you need to volunteer next year. And B, I want y'all to volunteer anyway. You know, go to your local church and, you know, see what they need help with on the weekends, or, you know, a random weekday, or see what they got coming up and just help them out with it. Volunteering is always a dope thing to do. You never know who you meet. You never know the places that it could take you. And you never know who you help out too. You know, that's my main reason for volunteering, because I like to help out. I've always have been. You can ask my mom. Like, I've always been a big help, you know, growing up, and now even leading into my adult life. I help out as much as I can. But yeah, Move For Grady, year 4. I'll see y'all next year for year 5 for me. And hopefully I'm bringing some of the Brew Crew with me. Now, Brew Crew. I'm old enough to remember the Jenny Craig commercials that used to come on TV. Maybe y'all are, maybe y'all aren't. But it was said that Jenny Craig is closing. Like, they're completely shutting down operation for Jenny Craig. And I'm going to be honest with you. I thought they been did that shit. Like, I never heard of anything Jenny Craig wise in years, right? Years. I don't know if they kind of just didn't grow with the times, but I mean, Jenny Craig was about weight loss. And still to this day, to this second, people are still trying to find ways to lose weight. I don't understand why they're going out of business. I should have probably done a little bit more research on it, but fuck that. There's no reason why a weight loss company should be going out of business when so many people are still out here trying to lose weight. And then you got the overseas market that you just didn't even tap into. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Obviously, whatever they did, it wasn't enough. So I just found that out about Jenny Craig closing. It's a shocker, and mainly because I thought they were already closed. So I did want to report that. I didn't have to, but I wanted to because I just thought it was like funny, right? No? Okay, cool. Next, I have to address the silliness, which is Ja Morant. And he gets paid way more money than I do. He's very well more popular than I am. And he's making more mistakes. Like, he's making more mistakes. And they are dumb mistakes. And he has so many people that could be around him that could help him out. But I mean, at 23, and if I was worth shit, even if I was worth $1 million at 23, you couldn't tell me shit. Like, and I'm worth way more than that. And I'm a basketball superstar. Like, you can't tell me shit, man. Like, if I want to walk around with fucking 16 guns strapped to my hip, I'm going to do it. Because guess what? You can't tell me nothing. Like, you can't tell me nothing. Who are you? You're nobody. If I wasn't here, neither would you be, right? So just get in the back seat and chill. You can't expect his friends to check him either because they don't know no better anyway. They all in their 20s, early 20s, maybe a few of them 25, 26, but they all early 20s and got all this money, flying private jets and renting out clubs and the sections in the club, and women love you. And it's just, bro, you gonna do stupid shit. I was doing very, very dumb shit at 23. I was, and I had nowhere near as much money as he had. And you can't expect him to be 23, make a mistake, and then 3 months later make the same mistake. Now, the one thing I don't agree with is the apology. Like, bro, just say I fucked up and move on, you know. I know your PR team's not going to tell you to do that, but that's what I would do. I'd be like, look, my bad, y'all. Like, I'm not finna put this chat GBT apology out and I don't mean it, because I'm just going to do it again. Like, you can't tell me anything. It's the off season. I'm probably about to blow $5 million this off season just doing whatever. Does it make it right? Absolutely not. A lot of people look up to Ja. But in my mind, I don't, that whole look up to somebody is just completely different for me. Like, I don't look up to you just because you play basketball well. Like, you got these opportunities, you put yourself in that position to be able to do. I don't look up to people like that. Somebody I look up to is The Rock. Like, as an adult man, I look up to The Rock because it's like his story was just like so profound, and he wasn't 17, 18, 19 getting these $1 million checks in these $100 million movies. Like, he's in his late 40s, I think early 50s, just now getting to the bag. So, like, I like looking at stuff like that. These 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds that's getting to the bag this early, nobody, I'm going to be honest, nobody should be looking up to them. You could admire them and their game if they play sports, or, you know, if they're into like tech and stuff like that, but they shouldn't be looked up to because they haven't been through life. Like, they have not been through real life just yet. Maybe they struggled a little bit as kids and, you know, with family and being poor and stuff like that, you know, maybe. But they have not like fully developed into what life should. 23 is very young. And to have a $200 million or possible $200 million, $150 million contract at the age of 23 is wild. Like, it's wild, right? And people look up to him because he plays basketball very, very well. That should be it. Anything outside of that, like, I wouldn't even care what he does outside of that, because on that court, he a dog. And that's why he got the money that he got, because he plays so well on the court. And that's just my 2 cents. Was it dumb? Absolutely. But he's also 23. Like, you can't really control a 23-year-old with $100 million. Like, you just really can't, right? Especially coming from where he came from. But hopefully he gets it together. I don't know what they're going to do. They suspended him during the offseason, and I didn't even know you could do that. So they did what they did, and we'll see what happens. And then I'm just going to pivot right into the NBA playoffs. So as of today, the Lakers are down 3-0 to the Denver Nuggets. They're absolutely on fire. Okay, let's just call it what it is. I would really hate to see the Lakers get swept in the Western Conference Finals. I hope they fight back some way, somehow. Just please fight back. At least get to 3-3 and then lose the last game. I don't care. Fight back, please. Okay. And then the Bulls and Celtics, the Bulls are absolutely doing, I mean, I said Bulls, the Heat and the Celtics, the Heat is doing the absolute damn thing. Jimmy Butler's been going crazy. I can't say that these East and Western Conference Finals have been exciting. It has been surprising, but not really exciting. I'm more of a game for game type of exciting, when it comes to these playoffs. That's just me though. But we're going to see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. And I really hope the Lakers fight back, y'all. I'm sorry. That's not even my team. I'm a LeBron fan, and I just really want to see them fight back and just make something happen, right? Please. Well, Brew Crew, they had an inaugural National Black Brewers Association conference down in Nashville, Tennessee, probably about a weekend or two ago. And they kicked it off with a bottle share. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it down. But it looked like a black ass good time. It's so much stuff coming out in the craft beer industry, and it's dealing with black people. And I'm here for every last bit of it. Just keep me in mind when we up at the nation's capital talking about black people and craft beer and the things that are being done. I don't know too many black people that have a podcast about beer. Yes, I talk about other topics, but the main focus of this podcast is beer. And they have so much stuff coming up. I can't wait to just be able to say, hey, look, yep, I'm pulling up to that. I'm pulling up to that. Add my name to the guest list, or, getting on some of these panels and maybe a new feature film or something like that. My goal was always to, just bring more awareness to what the craft beer industry is. And, even if that's outside of being black, even if that's, outside of the predominantly male driven industry, even if it's outside of that, I just wanted to bring more awareness to the craft beer industry, and I'll continue to do that. And now with this National Black Brewers Association, we about to take it to the top, baby. One day maybe I'll be on the board for that. We'll see. But I'm definitely going to continue to use my influence and my knowledge and my connections to push this culture forward. And it's not going to stop. So get ready. All right, Brew Crew. So check this out. We are going to jump into our song for the week. And, see, look at me jumping ahead. Brew Crew, let's jump into our Netflix film of the week. But not unfortunate, this film is not on Netflix, right? It is on Hulu, and it's called Air. I said, and what? It's not on Hulu? Where's it on? Brew Crew, I fucked up. All right, it's on Amazon Prime. This is not on Hulu. All right, my bad. So I'm not finna re-say that over again. I want y'all to hear everything. I don't care. So let's get into our Amazon Prime movie of the week. And it's none other than Air. I knew I wasn't about to go see this in theaters. I was going to wait till it dropped digitally, and it did. And it did not disappoint. It really didn't. When the previews and things first came out, they was just like, oh my God, they're doing a movie about Michael Jordan. He put out his documentary. I don't think he needs to do anything else as far as Michael Jordan goes. Now let's get on to what brought Michael Jordan to be who and what he is today. And we cannot discredit those guys over at Nike for bringing this stuff to the forefront. Like, Michael Jordan didn't design those shoes. He wore them. And he got paid for wearing them. And he got paid for wearing them and being fucking awesome while wearing them. He didn't come up with not one design. They showed him that shoe. And he was like, yep, I like it. And then Nike agreed to his terms for being paid per shoe that's sold across the world. Like, just imagine your mom putting together this deal for you like this. Like, come on, man. That's true. That's real. That's true, real love for your mom to put something together like that for you. And they go for it. And then now Nike's one of the biggest companies in the world. Originally known for running shoes. And now they're one of the biggest basketball shoe companies in the world, if not the biggest, honestly. The movie was phenomenal. The acting was great. Shout out Chris Tucker. Shout out Marlon Wayans. They both played pivotal roles in this movie. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and my guy, Marty Bird. Damn, I'm mad I ain't gonna be seeing him on Ozark no more, man. Like that. Ozark was the shit. And I'm rambling at this moment, but bruh, Ozark was the shit. And y'all know it. And if you haven't watched it, you should be ashamed of yourself. But before you start watching Ozark, make sure you tune in to Amazon Prime's Air. It's absolutely dope. All right, Brew Crew, let's go ahead and jump into our song for this week's Brew Music Monday. Now, it should be obvious what this song is. And even when I picked the beer, I didn't even taste the beer yet. When I picked the beer, I was like, I already know what song I'm going to use. Because if you listen to 3 episodes ago, I talked about the Super Mario Brothers. And the whole little, synopsis of why is Peaches kind of like saving the day, and like why is Mario like getting advice from Peaches to save the day when it's typically supposed to be Mario just saving Peach. And Jack Black is the fucking man. I love Jack Black as an actor, and as a voice actor, he just did so well. And he came up with this song during Super Mario, and that is my song for this week, and it's called Peaches from the Super Mario Brothers soundtrack.
Peach, understand, I'm gonna love you till the very end. Peaches, 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 I love you. Peaches, 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 I love you. Oh, Mario, Luigi, and a donkey.
All right, Brew Crew, that was our song for this week. And it's a short song. It's only like 2 minutes and 11 seconds, but it's hilarious to me. But it matches perfectly with what this brew is. It's a peach milkshake. That's exactly what it is. And Peaches from Super Mario Brothers with Peaches from Claim 52 and Raw, it just makes sense. I don't even think I need to go into details anymore. It just makes sense, right? So that was your song for the week. Cheers. All right, Brew Crew, towards the end of Brew Music Monday, I talk about what's next for Mikey B Party of 2 Brew Crew. And the only thing that I have coming up next is this Brew Crew brunch. If you got an invite, I really hope you RSVP, because once we hit 100 guests, that's it. I'm not doing more than that. I only got 100 gifts. I only got enough food to feed 100 people. I only got enough beer for everybody to have like maybe 3 or 4 drinks. Like that's it. So it's a hard cutoff at 100 people. And I am just excited about this. Like the idea came to me from the Rock Nation brunch. And I was like, look, Jay-Z puts on a brunch just to showcase his people and like just to celebrate them and like love on his people that dealt with Rock Nation or is a part of Rock Nation. So I said, why not put together a brunch that's dedicated for craft beer and craft beer influencers and other craft beer media people like myself and people that just have supported me, Party of 2 Brew Crew, these past 4 years. So I was like, let's do it. Let's put it together. Excuse me. It's all coming together June 10th. I cannot wait. RSVP, get your fit together because you got to come fly. And yes, you can wear tennis shoes. That's perfectly fine. But get your fit together. All right. Don't come in there half stepping now, because I know some folks that's coming. They're gonna come with that heat, and I'm excited to see what they have. But nobody's gonna be fresher than me at my own event. It's not happening. Linden. Yes, I'm calling you out. So if you listen to this, you know I called you out. But that's what's up next with Mikey B. I hope to see y'all there. Well, Brew Crew, that's it for Brew Music Monday. We went over our topics. We talked about the beer of the week. We talked about the song of the week. You know what's up next, and you know what to watch. I can't thank you all enough for always tuning in and supporting me, part of your 2 Brew Crew. I do want to leave you with one thing for this week. Stay committed, stay connected, and always have the courage to step up and speak up for what you believe is right. It's your boy, Mikey B. I'll see y'all next week. Cheers.